welcome back. Time for more Tavern Talk. Yay! Let's start a new day. Starlight Sonata. Yay! Hey, Innkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do? Yeah. The birds seem to be in a slight uproar. Like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know. They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Ooh. So, something for defense? Yeah. Okay. Frosted Lagoon. Hi, Andu. Good morning, Andu. I love you. Alright, let's start with defense. Oops. Here we go. Oh, did I do too much? I think I did too much. Andu! Here you go, Andu, buddy. I love you, Andu. There we go, perfect. Nailed it. Alright, one of these. And then one of these. A little bit of strength and a little bit of charisma. Thank you, Andu. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures, like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. I love it. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But do you know what I'm most excited about? Gnomes? Gnomes? I've yet to meet a gnome on Boreas. Ah, they're pretty shy, but they craft cute little trinkets. Always wanted to have one for my tavern. If I run into a gnome, I'll buy a trinket for you. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year, when the mornings are still a bit chilly. And the sun tickles the sun. The sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet. I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. I love the little, flower branches. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, I'm sure they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Fable did mention that the only thing they couldn't figure out how to grow was zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to their treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, Innkeep. See you soon. Oh, so cool. Yay! Hee. How are y'all doing? Are you enjoying this game so far? I love it. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? That was a short daytime scene. I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told him about Carolyn's quest in the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that? She told me before she left, in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon's that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Tea with the werewolves, that sounds fun. Of course, we had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Ooh, which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about their reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. Ooh, so cool. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors, echoes, and distorts the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So well... What is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Oh! Or rather, that Carolyn was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves? Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you... I like trinkets. Oh! What is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. Fable made an embroidery for me. I'm so honored. Thank you, Fable. Well, the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and their twin reflections. I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Oh, so cool. It does look like a bit like a Little Dipper. Using a lot of imagination. Who knows, maybe there's a world out there with this exact configuration of stars in the night sky. You can see it up here. Thank you, Fable. I'm so touched. There might be. Maybe the Little Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. A bear? Innkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming something up now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars to the astral or the primordial sea? The astral sea. Really? That's surprising. Then again, you do help people change, just like Cassiopeia. You'll have to give me your birth data soon, so I can calculate your birth chart. Ooh, that's exciting. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great. Thank you. I think you may be a double jackdaw. Are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Or something more zesty, perhaps? A drink, please. I think I figured out how to make my own zest. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Fable. Happy to hear that, Fable. But drinks, not sure how to make those just yet, especially those with the right balance. I'll still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So could you make me something that will keep me awake and agile? Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Hee. Thank you. One moment. Hee. Alright, Andu. Let's make a drink for Fable. A swift strike. Alright. Swift strike. Nailed it! Alright. Dexterity. A little bit of intelligence. And a little bit of defense. Nailed it! I love this game. It's so good. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you may also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back? That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here for a bit if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. It's Kyle! Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Green creature? Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment, with winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. I'm not a snack. Except during games of hide and seek. I am very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Perhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear Innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. Does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. Yeah. Alright. What does he want? Alright. Southern Brawler. That's the strength-based drink. Alright. Alright. Just a little bit more. There we go. Hee. Alright. Strength, defense, and charisma. Nailed it. Hee. I'm getting so good at that. Except for the times where I mess up. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled The Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how's the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon. And you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taken the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire, and my hand, and my hair, so I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. Allergies to the sun. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Oh, God. Oh, Kyle. Ah. Yes, right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone, but he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Oh, I've been craving crepes lately. I want some of those recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape, after all. Maybe he wanted my Pasca recipe? Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me. He asked me about you. Me? Yes, said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace your precious innkeep has found in her house of denial. Wow, sounds like a great friend. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together? I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat. Aw, that sounds cute. And a crescent elder moon necklace. Ooh, that sounds nice. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She is the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. The refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. Oh, how sweet of you, as sweet as my blood. I've a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There's nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all the more precious. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend Stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said, what was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Whoa, it's over here now. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic? Lovingly dwelling in the memories of a friend. Hello, Beanie. You go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks, doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but... Oh God. I think... Are those the fireworks? What is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful! They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Is that supposed to happen? Uh-oh. Oh no! The stars are falling! Oh God! Oh God! That's problematic. Oh God, the stars are falling. What are we gonna do? What are we going to do? We're doomed. Okay, maybe not doomed. You know what? I'm gonna play one more day. Picking up the pieces. Ooh. Penny, the stars were falling. I'll protect you, baby girl. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those little repairs. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. Ooh, a new recipe. That way whoever comes in can at least get a small taste of normalcy. Ooh, new drink. Sunny breeze. Ooh. The delicious sunny breeze will melt your tensions and blow away your stresses, leading to enhanced charm, focus, and reflexes. Tastes like a pleasant wind flowing through the woods on a warm summer day. Very popular among bards and rangers. Ooh, that sounds like a good drink for Fable. I think that sounds like a good plan. Innkeeper. Jade. Didn't think you'd showed up. Think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again, who started that whole brawl? No clue, actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? If I wanted to chat about it, maybe. But you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times, after all. Although, I brought you something I knew you'd find useful. Just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. It's some thunder sage. Found it on one of my jobs and didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. Jade is so cool. It's like jade stone in her body. It's so cool. And a little turtle. Can I pet the turtle? I want to pet the turtle. Okay, I guess not. I just want to pet the turtle. Alright. Thunder Sage! Ooh, nice. Jade! She, her, the Emperor, chaotic good. Yay, more on Zephir! You seem to be speaking from experience. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it's still open. Is it that bad? I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch! Aw, don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old... spark? Ish. That's at least something. I love the music, it's so good. Sorry, just wanted to vibe for a second. Not the brightest flame, but funky enough. Thank you. Now, I'd actually like to try one of your fiery drinks. What can I serve you? Something that'll quicken my reflexes. Gotcha. So a swift strike. Swift strike, swift strike. Swift strike, swift strike. Alright. A little more. Is that enough? Yay! Okay. A little bit of intelligence. And a little bit of defense. Nailed it. I love you, Andu. No actual sparks, but perhaps something sparkling. Oh, that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in years so much after all. Well, something's never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in the Saye Plains. Sandworm kept terrorizing a group of sealwool merchants at the edge of the plains. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes, they gotta eat. But you know how it is, something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna, and... snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zephir from one of the local merchants, and decided to go take a look. Zephir, the seaport? Yeah. Always considered it a rather calm area. It was. It still is. Sometimes, at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So, I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list, and cash out. There was no real challenge, though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? Of course, I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country than my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here. Naturally, I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. I'm doing very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? No, really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean, the shooting stars? Shooting stars is much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink, please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Boost your defenses. Alright. Alright. So, Frosted Lagoon to boost your defenses. Alright. Almost. Nailed it. A little bit of strength. And a little bit of charisma. Nailed it. What a good little queen. I love you, Betty. I love you. Such good kitties. Please enjoy. Like dragon scales. Sturdy, strong. Flawless. She's so pretty. Her hair's so fluffy. It's so fluffy. There are those dragon scales by her eyes. And her armor so shiny. Pretty, 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 pretty. Is there a thingy for her yet? Probably not yet. Alright. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern, but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. If the money's right, of course. No thank you, I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief, the offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else could it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia, rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia, help me. What, do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is Ilithia Anwa. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the Gilded Sea. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. And I am very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Alicia. She's so pretty. Information. Yay! Cleric, lawful good, the high priestess. Pretty! Now, trust me when I tell you, this was more than just your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually, I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her, to take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but what would you know? It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. It's a theological term for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom when all the hairs on your back, on your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, in keep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart, figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you and your tavern. If anyone had any intel, it would be you, they said. They did? Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues at least to help me start with my investigation. I'm just wondering, can I actually read the letter? This just brings up this page. Ooh. Let's see. Log. Alright. Well, she could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best, aid those in need. And perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. That's not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help. Then you will be happy there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, innkeeper. Yes, Alithia? I will help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So, I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about all this when I return. Ooh, goodbye, pretty lady. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said and the literal stars fell from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more than confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid. You work to get paid. They just get paid without working. I wouldn't say they aren't working. But I want to agree with Jade. I agree. It does sound a little unfair. Plenty. Which is why it's even more important that we take care of things here on Gaia. Yo! Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just her standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover any more, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. That makes you feel better. Hit me, Inky. Give me something from your repertoire of greetings. Ayo, bro. Cringe fail. Didn't you greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Yeah, their whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, exact. Wait, what? Who even are you? Jade, you? Inigo. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I'd prefer it if no one stole anything. Drakes, got it. Can I have a drink then if I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? I'm pretty sure Jade is a bounty hunter. Yeah, bounty hunter. Ooh, monk. They, them, changeling. Ooh. Chaotic neutral. Ooh. What? Worms can be slippery? That wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. Another swift strike? Alright, swift strike. I didn't actually put it on the board. Alright, now let's make the drink. There's that. A little bit of intelligence. And a little bit of defense. I love you, Wandu. You're the best. Alright. Here you go. No worms, but perhaps it'll still suit your tastes. Oh wow, this is great, amazing even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that, I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Corey. Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo! It's short for corruption. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian, native born or by ancestry. Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. I find it pretty lame, TBH. TBH. To be honest, there's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Theft, identity, fraud, shrungen, all's goody-goody with me, because I could be somebody else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all Caesar that game very quickly. I see. Changeling then? Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So, what brings you here, Unico? This and that, you know? See, this seems like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by the giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts. I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern in keep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and... Boom! Yep. Oh. Boom! But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Ha! Me neither. What if no one fixes it? So what? Then it stays broken. The Aether Tree won't tumble just because some stars fell from the sky. I'm sure some egomaniac is already on their way to fix it. Needn't get my hands dirty. Ditto. Isn't that a bit bleak? Why even bother? There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, then it ain't bothering anyone enough. Which means it isn't a problem. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Iniko, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? No way. Their self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. I knew one, but they've perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Narrowbay. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? No, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen, didn't care. But I was nice to them too, you know? Charmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe, full-on robes and magic type of guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh, why him? Dunno. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right, sorry, mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud. Checks out. Character information unlocked. We have more character info now. So Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about the start of something terrible, tattered wings tainting the gilded sea in dark shades of misery, leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of Dalwell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zoford. Thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like the guy was a real psychic. I guess divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaf said, "The wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell." Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? Sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphors for a starless sky. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zephir. Happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? No idea. Just thought he was babbling. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come along to fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them. LOL. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed, Iniko. Have you ever thought about what would happen if no one ever fixed anything? Nah, pal. Just don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why do you worry so much? You have your tavern. You can just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to stories and gather rumors, too. To make quests, I get it. This sounds like the blurb on the back of some page-turner. I wouldn't want my life to be a page-turner. Well then, it's good we aren't all the same. Though I could technically be anyone, even you. Don't. Drakes. I'm kidding. Didn't mean to spit in your soup. You didn't. Cool, I'm off. See if I can snatch some coins off the streets. Good luck. Don't need any, Innkeep. Oh my. Yay, we can put together some quests. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. Do we have enough? Okay. Let's see. Mary Morgan. Let's see. Star Rain. Okay, let's see. What these make? Because these all seem to... Twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars. The beautiful yet disastrous starfall left Zanus in shambles. The city and surrounding farmlands are destroyed, and some people are left homeless. A mere meteor shower wouldn't leave the entire night sky empty. So what exactly happened? Is it a harbinger of something more ominous left yet to come? Whatever it may be, it's said that a fragment of this calamity can be traced back to Dalwell, an island in the south of Fasoa. There we go. Yay! Ooh. Another job well done, sort of. So many questions. So this is about where the extended demo ended. So I knew basically everything that happened up to this point, but I have no idea what's going to happen in Act 2. So exciting. Ooh, it's raining really heavily. Okay. So we will leave that for next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a very comfy night. Bye!